Twelfth Sunday, June 23rd, 2024. When the Chinese people write the word crisis, they use two symbols, two characters. One we are accustomed to, danger, but the second is quite different, opportunity. Our world today is a world in crises with war, hate, poverty, the countless things which keep us from being where we want to be. We all can add our own personal list. Consider, for example, the people suffering from the intense heat, those fleeing wildfires out west, or the flooding from deluge in the south. On the other hand, our being here today is our opportunity. If we live near the water, we know that storms and sea are prominent. In the Word of God today, they are as well. Let's retrace our steps as we hear God speak from a storm to Job, and the waves were stilled. We are so familiar with the expression, the patience of Job. But the Lord stayed at his side. He accompanied him in his need. Today's psalmist so beautifully invites us to see the works and wonders of the Lord, whose word raised up a storm. But when the people cried in their distress, he rescued them. He hushed the storm to a gentle breeze. Remember in the book of Kings, Elijah did not find the Lord in an earthquake, hurricane, or fire, real crises, but in a tiny whispering sound. That same psalm continues today. He brought them to their desired haven. What a beautiful picture about coming home to a welcoming cove. Now, let us join the disciples and Jesus, who said, "Let us go over to the other side of the lake." Was it safe at that time? Did afternoon storms cause squalls? And we find Jesus asleep in the stern. The frightened, panicking disciples, terrified, awakened Jesus. Their question is quite interesting. "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" Their crisis, our crisis too, if we depart from the presence of the Lord. He used three words and it all changed. Quiet. Be still. There was great calm. I guess he cared, but also tested them. Psalm 37 says it so beautifully. Be still and know that I am God. Jesus asked the disciples, "Where's your faith?" He asks us the same question. Like the disciples, we need turn to him to put our trust in him. He wants to awaken us to what he wants of us. The other side of the lake is to go to those who have grown weak in the practice of faith, who do not know the Lord, who are reaching out in their crises. He addresses our crises too. Maybe they are great or small, but when we ask, "Teacher, do you not care?" we know that he does. The Lord does not sleep, but today awakens us. Now remember, this event is told in the Gospel of Mark, early in the text. His disciples were forced to ask themselves, "Who is this that even the winds, the waves, and the sea obey?" We are gifted with faith, knowing who Jesus is, and it should help us put our trust and faith in the one who invited us to get into the boat, the church, and is sitting here with us today. The disciples rejoiced that the sea and wind were calmed. Surely their faith grew from their frightening experience. May we resolve to put our trust in the Lord, and when tested, ask if he really cares. May we give the answer. William Riley, comments welcome.